Today we'll go for the problems on again Parsons reaction turbine, and probably if possible today or maximum by Monday I will wind up this Parsons reaction turbine. Okay, Monday's class I'll wind up this module, and next I'll go for the fourth module, that is hydraulic turbines. That is hydraulic turbines. So today we'll take up the problems on Parsons reaction turbine only. Okay, I'll project the screen now. You copy this question. All of you can hear me? I'll project the screen now. Just you copy that question. We will solve this question today, and maximum by today or Monday, I'll wind up this entire module, and then I'll go for the steam turbine, hydraulic turbine. Yeah, can you see the question? All of you fast copy that question. We'll go for the solution. The following data refers to a particular stage of a Parsons reaction turbine. Speed of the turbine is 1500 RPM. Mean diameter of the rotor is 1 meter. Stage efficiency is equal to 0.8. Blade outlet angle is 20 degree. Blade outlet angle is 20 degree. So all of you write the question properly. Write the question and then start answering. Okay, copy the question, then go for the answering. Because I'm asking you to submit this in further days. I may ask you to submit this notes in the further days. So you write down the questions properly and then solution, and draw the figures to the actual scale. Draw the figures to the actual scale. Then only you'll come to know how to solve the problems for different cases. Okay, I hope you have copied this. Determine the available isentropic enthalpy drop in the stage, blade inlet angle, power developed in the stage. These three are asked. So I'll go for let's see how to solve the problem. Okay. See, first, what is the data given? The data given is the following data refers to a particular stage of Parsons turbine. The speed of the turbine N 1500 RPM. The mean diameter of the rotor D mean. See, in some problem he will give D1 and D2. You have to find out D mean. Remember this. This case will happen only in reaction turbine. This is 1 meter. The stage efficiency. This is new term for you. This one you're not done. Only you're done with the blade efficiency. But here he has given the stage efficiency as 0.8. The outlet blade angle. This beta is the blade angle. Outlet is 2. That is equal to 20 degree. The speed ratio is 5. Is 0.7. Determine the available isentropic enthalpy drop. So remember, isentropic enthalpy drop is nothing but delta H dash, or it is also called as ideal enthalpy drop. That is nothing but H1 minus of H2 dash. I hope you remembered how we did H1 minus H2 dash in the steam in the D-level turbine by using a steam turbine. No? So here also I can use a steam turbine if the data is satisfying that, or else I can go by another method. Then what he is asking? Blade inlet angle. Blade inlet angle is beta. Beta is the blade angle. 1 is the inlet angle is how much. Then power developed by the stage, the P, or it is also called as capital W dot. Anyone, we can call it as. So how to go for this? First step should be finding U mean. Formula is pi d mean n by 60. So if you go for that, pi d mean is 1 meter into 1500 divided by 60. So what is U mean? In meters per second. Suman Xavier, can you tell what is the answer of U mean? Hello. What is U mean? Anyone got the answer?
78.54 meter per second.
78.54
meter per second.
Okay. 78.54 meter per second. And the second step should be using a speed ratio. Speed ratio is nothing but a phi is equal to U by V1. So what is, just a minute.
112.2 meter per second.
Done, huh? Good. Okay. U by V1, where this is equal to 0.7 he has given. So I'll take 0.7 is equal to 78.54 divided by V1. So V1 will be in terms of how much?
112.2 meter per second.
1.112.2 meters per second. With the help of this U and V1, next is write down the scale ratio. And try to draw the figures. A velocity triangle. What is the scale ratio I can take? See here, length of U, how much you will take? What is the scale ratio? Can you tell? You take U should become 20 centimeter, like 4 centimeter, like that you take. For Parsons turbine, U should be 4 centimeter, like that you take. So how much it will be? Or more than 3 centimeter, like that you take. .54 by 4 centimeter. So shall I take like this? 20 meters per second is equal to 1 centimeter. So if this is the case, what will be the length of U? Length of U will be equal to 3.92. See, make use of a graph so that you can draw figures properly. If it is able to draw with a plain sheet, the actual scale, no problem. Or else make use of a graph. Because 3.9, placing 3.9 in a plain sheet will feel difficult. So you draw this. This is called U main. Then from this end, I will start drawing alpha 1. What is alpha 1? We know that for Parsons turbine, beta 2 is equal to alpha 1. So no worry at all. Alpha 1 is 20 degree and I will draw a line at an angle of 20 degree. This angle is called alpha 1 and it is equal to 20 degree. And here I will write V1. The length of V1, how much it will be? As per the scale, you check out. Okay. So it will end up somewhere here. Then from here, drop a vertical line and maintain, write down this as VA1. And from this end, you extend further and also join from the apex to that end. This is called beta 1 and this is called VR1. The distance from here to here. is called as VU1. So this is finished. In the Parsons turbine, if this is finished, outlet, no need to worry because CB will not be given. Here, what is that? We also know that alpha 2 will be equal to beta 1. Anyhow, we got beta 1, so we can easily do. V2 will be equal to VR1. That is also we already got. VR2 is equal to V1. So everything, only this is enough to write down the outlet triangle. So I will write from here. Beta 2 is how much? Beta 2 is 20 degree. We'll take 20 degree. We'll take 20 degree line. And on this line, we want the length equal to VR2. But what is VR2? VR2 is equal to V1. Whatever the length we got V1, you draw that. So that we'll get VR2. So once you get this, connect, complete this. I hope you know how easy it is. If you know the inlet triangle, how easy to go for the outlet. This is VA2 and this is called beta 2. See, and here at any cost, outlet triangle will not become inside. Outlet triangle will be always like this only. Means, I mean to say in D-level turbine it was going inside as well as outside like that. No, here there is no such issue because it's a mirror image of inlet triangle. Outlet is mirror image of inlet triangle. We got all the values. Prepare a table as usual. You prepare up a table. This is not mandatory, but it will be easy for you if you prepare a table for solution, further steps. Table, what will take V1, VR2, how much? V2, VR1, how much? Then VU1, how much? VU2 is how much? So if you take this in meter per second as well as in centimeter, so this is a table. You put a table and tell me the value. Anyhow, U also we got earlier. We'll give a right also. So tell me the values. Okay, I'll call the names. You please, those students, tell the values. Sautrik Rai. Sautrik Rai.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I tell the values first?
Just a minute, sir.
Srivatsan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you please tell me the values. Try to tell the values. Fill up these values. This will come to know only if you draw to the actual scale. All of you, I'm telling, try to draw, for all the students, I'm telling, try to draw the figures or whatever the question I'm going to do to the actual scale and write down the questions also. Keep it with you. Write down the questions as well as solutions. Keep it with you. Okay? It will help you definitely in one or the other way. If you write the question properly and the solution properly for each and particular question, it will definitely help you in one or the other way. You'll come to know, you'll realize that how it is going to help. So that don't start like this. You write the question, then start. And preferably for all the problems, you make use of separate sheet, different sheet. Okay, if I open this sheet, I should get only the first this question and then solution for this. If this is ended here, don't start the question here only. If don't start the question here only, you go for the next sheet and try to start. Okay, because I may ask you to upload some data that will help you. So write down the question at the top and then solution properly. I have updated the internal marks. Have you all seen? Have you all gone through?
So V1 is 120 meter per second.
Who's telling that answer?
Means Srivatsan.
Okay, Srivatsan. V1 is how much?
120 meter per second.
Huh?
120 meter per second.
120 meter per second. Next.
So V1 is 5.6, sir.
Okay. The remaining answers, will you fill up that? See, it's not only the responsible of the students, whoever I'm going to call. It's responsible for all of you to write down the values. No need to write this table. Without this table also, if you calculate the values and if you keep the values separately, that is enough. Okay. Now I'll go for the unknowns.
So for the second triangle construction,
Huh?
second triangle construction, sir, output triangle construction.
Huh.
What is the starting angle?
That is the
Starting angle, sir.
which angle? Which starting angle?
That angle, sir.
This beta 2 I written here separately. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
For Parsons turbine, beta 2 is equal to alpha 1.
Alpha
Alpha
1.
1 is known, and moreover in the question, beta 2 is given.
Yes, sir.
See, this is the condition fixed for Parsons turbine. Always.
Yes,
Only inlet is finished. If you know inlet, outlet is standard. That is for Parsons turbine, this is going to satisfy.
Yes, sir.
Only you need to think about outlet angle and CB for Curtis as well as D level, but not for Parsons turbine. Because Parsons turbine, it is a mirror of the inlet triangle. I hope you have done this. Okay, next I'll go. What is the next thing step he is asking? He is asking isentropic enthalpy drop. That is delta H dash. That is equal to originally. Error. H1 minus H2 dash. So this we are going to find out. To find out this, in the Parsons turbine, do you remember some formula we used to put? What is that? To find out this, do you remember in the earlier Curtis or D-level turbine, we used to find out this one by using a steam table, correct? Provided the data was sufficiently given. But now the data is not given. I will use here. I'll write in different colors so that it is important. If it is given, if P1 and P2 is given, then make use of steam tables. That is, you know how to make use of steam table. Now P1 and P2 is not given the question. I cannot make use of steam table, but there is some other formula to make use of this. So what is the nozzle efficiency? Generally, nozzle efficiency is equal to, we know, what is that? Nozzle efficiency. Delta H by delta H dash. This is also called as H1 minus H2 divided by H1 minus H2 dash. This is the nozzle efficiency, correct? Now, that can also be rewritten as half into V1 square divided by H1 minus H2 dash. This is also the formula where we are going to use for the nozzle efficiency. Now what I'll do, here nozzle efficiency is also not given in the question, but we know stage efficiency is equal to a product of nozzle into blade, correct? Now separately we know nozzle efficiency and we'll find out the blade efficiency. What is the blade efficiency? Generally, you know. What is the blade efficiency, you know? Formula for blade efficiency. Formula for blade, or it is also called as diagram. That is VU1 plus VU2 divided by half into V1 square. Now we know blade efficiency separately, nozzle efficiency separately. So we know the values of stage efficiency. Simplify those steps. So what I'll do, shall I go for the next sheet? I'll go for the next sheet.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
One
Yeah,
minute,
yeah.
sir.
You copy.
So that is eta n.
Eta n nozzle. Efficiency of nozzle. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now what I do to find out delta H dash. So I'll make use of stage efficiency. That is equal to what is the nozzle efficiency formula? Sorry. Sure. I'll go for the next sheet. Okay. Stage efficiency is equal to half into V1 square by H1 minus H2 dash. This is the nozzle efficiency. Whole multiplied by blade efficiency. What is the blade efficiency? VU1 plus VU2 divided by half into V1 square. If we simplify this, this and this will get cancelled off. And remaining stage efficiency will be VU1 plus VU2 divided by H1 minus H2 dash. We know stage efficiency in this. Stage efficiency is equal to 0.8. 0.8 is equal to I'll get directly the H1 minus H2 dash is equal to U into VU1 plus VU2 divided by stage. So you can find out by this method also. The delta H1 minus H2 dash I can find out like this, provided the pressures are not given. If the pressures are given, directly I can get from steam table. So can anyone tell? I'll tell the name. I'll call the name. What's to tell? Saurabh, Srivatsav, Saurabh, Pranav, Praveen. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you tell the answer? Fast. What is the answer of H minus H1 dash? H1 minus H2 dash in kilojoules per kg. Any others also can try and tell the answers. And many of you are not submitting the quiz. If you are not submitting, you forget about the attendance. Definitely you will not get the attendance if you are not submitting a quiz in time. Clear? Submit the quiz. See, daily I am not giving 10 minutes. I am giving entire day to submit the quiz. Submit the quiz within time. And also keep separately the quiz sheets, whatever you are submitting. I will ask you again to submit in some other way at the later stages. So at that time, don't be in trouble. So that you have to keep the sheets properly.
Sir, I'm getting 12.9.
Yeah, good. 12.9 kilojoules per kg. This is correct answer for H1 minus H2 dash. So the first unknown is clear. See here, he's asking H1 minus H2 dash is finished. Then I'll go for beta 1. So what is beta 1? Can you tell?
54 degrees.
Yeah, that is already obtained from the figure. From velocity triangle. We got that. Done. What is third? Next unknown he is asking? He's asking power developed. What is power developed? What is the formula for the power developed? That you already know. Power developed P is equal to W dot is equal to M dot into U VU1 plus VU2 divided by. This is the power developed. So what is M dot? Whether M dot is given? Now you may feel some difficulty. M dot is given?
No, sir.
M dot is not given. And to find out M dot also, there is no other data given here. I can find out m dot by using an axial thrust or work done like that. But here the m dot is nowhere, no other data is supporting to find the m dot. If I give an axial thrust, then I can find out axial thrust is equal to m dot minus VA1 minus VA2. So VA1, VA2 I got from here, axial thrust is given, m dot I can find out. But in this problem, axial thrust is not given. Why I'm stressing here is, in the D-level turbine, the same type of question I have asked, but I have given FA. FA is given there. From the FA equation, you used to find out M, and then that M used to substitute in work done, or sorry, power developer. But here that FA is not given. So what you can do is, you only in this kind of problem, assume M dot as 1 kg per second. I'm assuming that. If FA or other data is given, you should not assume m dot as 1 kg. You have to find out m dot. That m dot you have to put. So that P is equal to W dot is equal to 1 into U. You can tell the answer directly. The equation is that you tell the answer power developed by the turbine in kilowatts. How much it is?
$10.367, sir.
Very good. 10.36 kilowatts. Clear? See, this Parsons reaction turbine is not much complicated. If you know very well and if you are comfortable with the D-level and Curtis turbine, this Parsons reaction turbine you can complete within no time. Is it clear? Within no time, we can complete the Parsons reaction turbine. So first, be comfortable with Curtis as well as D-level. Everyone got the same answer? If answers are changing, please let me know. We'll cross verify. Once it is done, let me know.
Excuse me.
Same
Sir.
answer, sir.
Huh? Done?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, just one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the power formula or
I'm
in
going to
any formula,
0.99.
sir.
No, anyone talking?
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir,
In the power formula?
Sir, in any formula, sir, we do by 1,000, sir.
No, only whenever we want in kilowatts, we'll do by 1,000.
No, sir. Okay. I thought like the by 1,000 is for gravitational head constant, sir.
No. See, here, if we do not divide by 1,000, I'll show this. See, here, for others also I'm telling this. Here, if I do not do this 1,000 divided by 1,000, then I'll get in terms of 10.36 into 10 to the power of watts. P is equal to W dot is equal to watts. Only this 1,000 what I'm doing here is only for converting that watts into kilowatts. In my textbook, I have not divided by 1,000. You can check out that. There I written in watts as well as kilowatts, both.
Sir, even for that H1 minus H2 dash.
Yeah. Here also whether you want kilowatts or not, you check out. If you want kilowatts, you divide by 1,000.
Because I got it in 129 something.
Yeah. See, this answer will be 129 point. 129.
1 minute. 1296 something, sir.
Okay. One more, I guess. 1296.
I don't remember.
Okay, I'll take something. I'll take. This will be in terms of joules per kg.
Yes.
So if you want to convert that kilojoules, just divide by 1,000.
Okay, sir. So you haven't put it in the formula, but we divided it anyway.
Because I written kilojoules, no, so.
Okay, sir.
It's understood. If I write wherever kilojoules, you have to divide by 1,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any others having doubts? Any other problems? If not, I'll project one more problem. You copy that problem. Say this problem you start again with, sorry. Yeah, this one. This problem again you start with the next sheet. Be ready with the sheet. Whenever I'm going to ask the problems, you have to submit these sheets. For all of you, I'm telling you, I'm repeating again and again. Don't start in the normal, if the half of the problem is done in one sheet, don't start this question in that sheet. You start this question in the next sheet. Understanding? Write on this fast. This is best theoretical speed. There is one more line here. Run at best theoretical speed. I cropped it. There is one more line. At the end, it should be best theoretical speed. See, Monday I'm going to wind up this chapter. Copied? So I'll tell you how to solve this. I will not solve. You have to solve this and upload as a quiz. At the end of the day, I will not give 10 minutes for these type of questions. I'll give whole day. At the end of, I think probably by 4:30 or 5, you have to upload this answer for this. All of you try to attend the quiz. If you're not attend the quiz, you forget about the attendance. Attendance is taken by only whoever submitted the quiz. Just I'll showcase I'll project now screen. How many of you have projected? How many of you have submitted the earlier quiz? I'll show you. But now you take this problem. For this, I'll tell you what all the data is given and how to solve this. The following data refers to a stage reaction turbine mean rotor, that is D mean, and speed ratio is 0.72. Blade outlet angle is 20 degree. So if outlet angle is 20 degree, then nozzle angle is equal to 20 degree. That you know. And the speed is 3000. By using this 1.5 and 3000, I can find out U mean. First, you find out U mean, and by using the speed ratio, I can find out V1. Just wait it. So we got U mean from this, V from this, and alpha from this. So if you know these three, I can draw the velocity triangle. That you know, U, V1, and alpha 1. From those three, I can start drawing the velocity triangle, and I can complete also both inlet and outlet. Then, what he is asking to find out? Find out the diagram efficiency. This is nothing but a blade efficiency. What is the formula for blade efficiency? What is the formula for blade efficiency? I'll write here only. Just a hint I'm giving. Formula for blade efficiency is equal to U VU1 plus VU2 divided by half into V1 square plus VR2 square minus VR1 square divided by 2. This is the blade efficiency what we are finding. Next what he is asking to find out? Percentage increase in the diagram efficiency. That means in yesterday's problem we did in the last class, B max. What is the B max formula for a Parsons reaction turbine? It is 2 cos square alpha 1 by 1 plus cos square alpha 1. If you do this, say for example, here we'll get 82%. Example I'm telling. Here if you get 91%. So you have to find out percentage increase in efficiency. So that we did in the last class. You can refer the last class video also. Next. So this you can do. And also is asking the rotor speed. Percentage increase in the diagram and the rotor speed also is asking. if the rotor is designed to run at the best theoretical speed. So what is the rotor speed? Even though he has given 3000 RPM, still he is asking rotor speed. That is n. How to find out that n? That n is nothing but what he is doing. Just a minute, I'll show you. He is asking to find out n max. So what is the value of n max? N max will be definitely higher than n, that is 3000. It should be greater than 3000 RPM, because now we are designing for maximum condition. So if you want to do that, you should use this formula. You can take care here. All of you take care here. To find out n max, we will do this. U max is equal to pi d max, sorry, d mean into n max divided by 60. For doing this, what we want? We want u max. Correct? So where we'll get u max? To get u maximum, we will take the help of optimum speed ratio. What is optimum speed ratio formula for the Parsons reaction turbine? That is u max by v1, or it is also called as cos alpha 1. If you put cos alpha 1 if you put, and v1 will be knowing. If you know cos alpha 1 and v1, you will get u max. So what is u max? You will get. So from that u max, you substitute back the u max here. So if you use this u max, pi d, everything is known, we can find out n max. So I'll give an answer. N max is 3914.79 RPM. See here, we got only 3000, but here I got 3914. That means maximum speed the turbine can rotate is 3900. But now the condition given is for 3000. Anybody having doubt in this? This is only the explanation for this question. If anybody having doubt, you ask me. I'll project this, copy this question. Copy this question. Meanwhile, I'll give permission to type your reverse number. All of you type your reverse number. Only once. Type your reverse number only once. Type your reverse number only once. And also copy this. Because today's quiz is this. I will ask to upload the solution to the actual scale to find out this 3914.
Sir, you have closed the permission for typing any messages.
No, they're not closed. Type the reverse number once, be on class. And then this one is for your help for the today's quiz. Shall I stop the sharing? Okay. All of you type your reverse number. It's done. All of you type your reverse number. I'll stop recording now. And also submit your quiz within time. Then only attendance will be considered. Be in class. Next faculty will join the class. Okay. Thank you. Monday's class will complete